hope your horses had an easier time than mine. Of course, I'm now only 188 years of age. Well, my last place I resided was up in McLean Asylum, and so my horse had quite a ride to come down here. But one of the things I wanted to do was get down here a bit early so I could stop here on the east side of Jamaica Pond. How many of you ever stood on the east shore there and looked up and saw the sun going down behind the hill? One of the most glorious sights in all of Boston, and I would say all of the Northeast. And for some of us, it's been a very precious place. Well, tonight's a different experience than I've had before, coming down and joining with people, because I hope there's some questions at the end. We've got a number of big issues taking place in our communities, and you'll find out, and maybe you can help me, because I'm old. I'll try to get back and first enter tonight as when I was 25 and in 1845 at New Haven, and then I'll go back and there when I first entered the asylum, and then we'll go back through part of my life, and we'll see whether or not we can get some insights as to the same problems I have a feeling exist today as existed then. These terrible conditions of unhealthy people and the unwell environment and the unequal communities that we have. I mean, these were the issues that I struggled with, and perhaps you and your generation are struggling with them. So let us begin, and I'll take you back to 1845, and I was in New Haven. My brother was going to school at Yale. As you'll find out in a few minutes, I basically had no education. And a beautiful woman had given me a book on Ralph Waldo Emerson. And I read Emerson, and I was very patriotic because my grandfather and his brothers, they fought in the Revolution. That poem there, by the rude bridge that arched the flood, their flag to April's breeze unfurled. For here once the embattled farmer stood and fired the shots heard round the world. Spirit that made these heroes dare to die and to leave their children free, bid time and nature gently spare this fear we raise to them and thee. I told you a few moments ago I was in love. Most beautiful woman in